And then we will move right into 6B, then our superintendent search dates and procedures. And I do believe everyone got the extra schedule that Dennis Richards sent us concerning dates. And again, we'll move right into that. Our calendars are very filled. He has us, we are meeting with him Thursday, March 25th, 6:30 is the time I had written down. Also to review any of the applications that we've gotten, to filter through those. He will be providing us with the book that he has concerning, and I have one of those that he had left here, so I'm going to leave that for you guys. Anyone who wants can look at it. It has some very good information in it that would be nice to kind of look through first, because he goes through a rationale of how to interview, how to do certain things. It's well put together. And I think having that March 25th will help us organize ourselves too and how we're approaching this. But very similar, I think, to what you did.
Is that the district office, Deb, or are we going to be?
We can do it wherever we want, I guess. It wouldn't have to be here. District office may be easier, is that?
I don't know. Just a question.
District office?
Fine.
Okay,
And that's a closed
Yes,
session,
it
right?
is.
Yes.
Then I just do it at the district
Okay,
office.
so we will do district office with Dennis Richards.
25th. 6:30 then.
March 25th, 6:30.
Now, on the 6th and the 8th, the first round, is that board and administrators, or who is going to be participating in the first round? The 6th.
Originally, that was the board and administrators, is how
That's
he
what
has
my
it set up.
Yes.
Right.
And I don't have a time on here. Was it 6? I thought we talked 6, 7, and 8.
I think so, because we would be
Because
going
if
with
we're looking at 45 minutes per round with a 10-minute or so bathroom break,
right,
that was still going to take you till 9 o'clock.
yep, 3 each evening. So,
District office, right?
no, I think here,
This
right?
one I
Because
think you can do here.
we'll want to be in differing rooms and a little more space here.
One of the things that had been
But
discussed
now
was...
that's one, I assume, candidate 1 is going to be scheduled for 6 o'clock. Candidate 2 would then come in at 7 o'clock. Candidate 3 would come in at 8
Right.
o'clock. And then,
Then the next night. Although, I suppose you could go district office, but that's a little,
congested.
yeah, I would,
and I'm sure. it
I'm
can't-
sorry, but first impressions, just
you
as
go.
they come into this building,
Okay, yeah, very true.
the parking, the lighting.
Well, and I'm sure they will come early, so a place for them to go
Yep.
and be while they're...
Are we going to be taking them on tours of the district at that point in time?
Well, that I think we will need to hammer out March 25th. I think a lot of that stuff we're going to want to
Right.
decide upon then, but that's a possibility.
Right, including method. How are we going to select community members, representatives from stakeholders to be in on the final?
Right.
And lay it all out that night, so
Yes.
everything's organized.
That's why I
First
feel March...
round, though, do we give them tours when we
I don't
introduce
think
the-
so.
I don't think so. I think it's
it
the
was
second.
Final selection group.
the
that
final
night.
selection.
Okay, so
And like you said, you've got the stakeholders consisting of staff, community, board members.
The only thing I would just throw out there is we're also want to sell our community
Yes,
as much
yes.
as they're selling their self to us. We want to get them here, and people do drop out of interview processes, and it would be nice to showcase our community a little bit to each of those candidates.
And
Regardless.
minimally, we don't want to put them in a room. We want to have a host assigned for the evening who is with them through the evening, is telling them about the community as they're waiting. But certainly the option has to be there that we will offer them a tour of our community or meeting with, people in the community. And we can talk about it more, but
Right.
I think there has to be selling this community as well.
So would you assign, would there be an administrator or one person to go with each of them?
I think that's, Mary
I
Ellen,
would think-
that's something in the 25th you would
The
figure out.
25th
how to
will-
run
But
it.
I think we should
Work all those
close off including
I could see
something
that as part of my role,
Mm-hmm.
is to, take them
Didn't want
around.
to scare them. I only got 3 more months left, so.
But maybe that's, the first candidate from 5 to 6
Sure.
is I can do, as far as we can get, whatever we can get done in an hour, highlighting the district and showing, our industries and our parks and at least some of the, in-town, past the in-town schools and so on. Driving down Butts and Lincoln, that will be all torn up and, but,
But those are improvements.
yeah.
They are
See if they have
improvements.
vision.
And then while that person's being interviewed, then, be here to take the second one and
Right.
so so if you're interviewing from 6, 7, and 8, I could be, 5, 6, and 7.
Okay.
I mean, you can think about that and we can talk about it on the 25th with
That sounds
Dr.
great.
Richard and see if that's,
I think we'll have a full night the 25th because I think we really have a lot to go through and to decide, so. Okay. Any other comments, concerns? So we'll be ready then for the 25th for that meeting and then move on from there. And then we have our meeting set for the 29th as our concerning our other project, but we'll have that available. If we need extra time, then also we may have to use that night
So
too.
if our first interview is at 6, that means what time should we all be here?
Well, the rest of us probably by 4 to 6, certainly. We can decide that on the 25th
Right.
too, but,
And then the little logistical thing, we can all discuss that.
right.
You're going to want to spend some time, each of the groups getting acquainted with the questions, who's going to be asking what,
Right.
just procedurally.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, so then we will look forward to the 25th for sure, at 6:30 at the district office.